Hey, Dave, not here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Hey, I don't know. I need a break. I pressed way too hard this year into the last part of the year trying to. I can't tell you how many times I got to $1,500 and blew my account. Got halfway up to the profit target, then decided that I didn't want to. I get caught on trades. Notice that I'm down 24.50. I can't tell you how many times. This is going to be. This will be. I've had 3 winning years in a row, and obviously I was trying to make 4, and I'm running out of time to get funded and then withdraw money. This is what I got caught in today, and I like to short side something. I got caught on this bar right here, and then it moved up, and then I tried to catch, and then obviously it went to R1 on me. This is an extreme movement, and barely took me out up here. Barely, but it did. It took me out. If I had 2 contracts on, if I would have been smart, woulda, shoulda, coulda bullshit and all that other happy horse shit, I would have been fine, because the market, I knew it was going to come back down after an extension like that. I just didn't have enough. Here's the thing, is I had an opportunity to close out of the trade. I think my break-even point was 43 at the time. And if I'm not mistaken, I'd go to a 5-minute chart here because that'll show it better. One of these reached 43. It was 87.43 before it escalated up through here. This one came back down and went up, I believe. It went down and then up. Let's see here. Let's go to the 1-minute chart because that's a little bit more. Maybe I needed it to below. This is the mark that it needed to come back down. One of these, yeah, it doesn't matter. The point is that it knocked me out, and now it's coming back down, obviously, after making the highs. Daily chart. We're in an inside day pretty much almost, and I didn't see. There's your 60-minute chart reaching to R1. I believe that we were going to. It doesn't matter what I believe. I'm wrong. Instead of just taking a small loss, I decided to be stupid as always, because it's not my money. It was all sim bullshit. And I can't tell you how many times. Actually, I can tell you how many times that I've tried this year. So it says I'm at 12. So I've attempted 12 times, pretty much at 80% off. Pretty much every time that I got involved was 80% off. So we can figure out how much money I lost. So let's just call it 37 to round it up. $444 from education this year. That's rounded up to 500. So probably spent about 500. I definitely didn't ever take it at. I think I might have taken it 50% off one time, but I always came back in at 80%. And then I know my education costs this year on the trading side probably cost me around resets another 200-300 probably. I only reset it like 3 times, and I reset it at 33 another time, 36 at 80% off, and the 80% off discount was there. So safely speaking, I'm probably in about $700 this year. And I made a little bit more on affiliate income at Apex. By the way, those that don't know, TradeCrazeY 50 gets you 50% discount at Apex. Apex Trader funding. So I pressed myself. I pressed way too hard this year. I got into the quote-unquote funded account 3 different times at Apex this year and blew it on 3 times, and I have not been back in since probably like July. I took off July. I didn't trade July into August. I traded a little bit of August, some September, October, and into mid-November. Today's was November 15th. I knew that I needed about a month left of trading. I highly doubt that I will go back in until next year right now, as I'm running out of time and other things going on as I'm moving to the day shift at work into December, and there's a lot of pressure, in other words, is what I'm getting at, and I allowed that pressure to influence my trading. So I do not have a lot of grave shift time left on, then not a lot of time to trade once I move to day shift, because it's either a 10 to 6 or 12 to 8, and I'll be on that for the next 3 months. And I am debating about switching gears and shifts and actually jobs, to be honest. I've been at the casino for 2 years now, and obviously I was coaching as well, and I got money coming in for that. I'm just writing failed the EA. I keep track of my day count. So I was up $1,489. My high, I was at one point 51,705 the day before I gave up to 49,205, and it closed me out at 49,003. So I was on day count 9, by the way, and I've done this over and over again. I've hit the 1,500 threshold on many different times, and 1,500 used to be the target point on. I think it was Top Step had 1,500 for 1,500. And I've been there many times, and I know I need to get double that amount. And obviously, I'm taking on too much leverage in the account. And I know people have been talking about micros, and I just don't want to trade micros. I like the ability of being able to. Here's my what's this minus 245. So I've hit this minus 245 mark on several different times. So I went plus 32, minus 3, plus 21, plus 56, plus 22, plus 1, plus 5, plus 26, minus 245. So, and I had an opportunity to be up today, plus 1 and plus 7. And I was looking at trying to get to plus 50. And I added a third contract into a losing situation. I'm just not trading correctly into my own abilities. I'm actually debating about, like I said, leaving the casino business. I've been there 2 years. I want to do something else. I've been talking to a friend out of Chattanooga. His name's David. I won't get into the details. But going back into insurance and doing Medicare is kind of my thought process. And, I know it's going to be, I've sold insurance before, so I know what I'm getting into if I go into it again. I don't want to go back into final expense. I want to have the overall goal right now. I mean, if I don't go to work, I don't get paid. The reason I do trading, day trading, the reason I do this environment, prop trading stuff, is that I know day trading has been my nemesis over the years. I've made money. Actually, I made money the last 3 years at trading. This year doesn't look like I'm going to do it. I just don't see me being able to turn a profit in, and I usually get done around mid-December. So physically days left, I've got plus Thanksgiving weekend. I don't trade that. I got three more days of that. So I got 6 more days the trade in the month of November, and then like 7 or 8 in December. So it leaves like 14, 15 days, perhaps probably around 12, all said and told. And then I take my break. So I don't see myself trading again until next year right now. So taking some time away, maybe, I don't know. Hell, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I definitely know that I'm frustrated as a trader. I've been frustrated for a while, and it's not a good environment for me to be in. So I'm glad that when I'm losing money, it's all simulated money right now. Um, so I definitely like the fact that I'm not losing $2,500 a pop. I lost $37, you know. So 167 times 80%, right? So take 167 times 0.8, excuse me, not 167 times 0.2, right? Because that's what you end up paying. $33.40. It works out 36 bucks and something with it times 1.0825. So 167 times 20% times 1.0825 Texas. It's like 36 and change. So close to moving on so many different times. I just put too much pressure on myself this year. Way too much pressure. And I know why. I mean, I'm sitting back thinking that I've got to go back to day shift, and I don't have the opportunity to really trade. So I was trying to get it done and get paid before December comes around. I think I've failed since September about 3 times. August, I think I started back in August. So this is like the 3rd failure of an account, all at 80% off when I would come back in. Guys, I'm 90% correct. The problem that I run into, even though I'm 90% correct in my profit ratio, I allow these days where I take way too much of a hit. 245 ticks. I mean, if there's a rope, I'm hanging myself, right? So, I catch myself talking, hitting the X button to get out of the stop loss that I have put in. 20 and 40, I should have taken a $600 hit today and been done. But no, it's not good enough. I've got to accumulate more losses, and it's just the nature of the beast for me. I just don't have really good trading discipline right now, and this is a good place for me to be at Apex Trader Funding, because my trading discipline is piss poor at best. Even though I'm 90% correct at 10%, no, actually I'm better than that. I'm like 95, 96, 97% correct. Yeah, but the days I lose big, and I've done that all year. I've done that since I think last time I got funded was in June or July, and I blew that account. That took a month off, and then I know that this is the 3rd time I failed since I came back in August. Like failed in September, I failed in October, and I failed in November. And it took me, each time it was like 8 to 10 days before I would do it. So I'd let one day negatively impact, and I've watched myself do this over and over again. If I would just stop myself on these 1 bad days that I have, which, 1 out of 9, 1 out of 10, I'm going to have a bad day. I just say, all right, fine, minus 500, and be done with the day. I'd probably make it back the next day, or 2 days later, I'd probably make that money back. So that's what I've got to get back to. So as far as time goes on day shift right now, I'm committed to working days December, January into February to help a friend out at work so he can coach his son in basketball. I said I would cover that, and that's okay, you know, to do that. I'm good with that. Um, what I'm not good with is my trading. My trading is like I said, piss poor at best. I've allowed this. I've created it. I've created the demon that I've made right now. Thank God for positional trading and swing trading right now, because that saved my ass this year. Um, Certainly not cryptos. Cryptos. I'm glad I sold Shiba Inu. Most of my position I sold it in October into November of last year, up to the highs. I've carried 100 million shares right now, hoping that you know that's part of the old retirement plan if it ever goes back up. But I sold, had what 200 million on at one point, and I sold it up against the highs pretty much. Made a good chunk of change up there. That was probably my best overall trade, and that was November of last year. This year, um, I did pretty good on some option trading this year. I did good on shorting crude positionally, first quarter and into the second quarter. Really haven't done much with it this third quarter into fourth. But day trading, as you can tell, this is where my content's coming from on YouTube, and obviously I know I got my haters out there. They're few and far between now, but I allow myself to make these mistakes. Look at that fucker come all the way back down again. Went up to R1. Just laughing at you, right? Blow off volume. I guarantee if I had my other platform that I use, there would have been some blow off volume up here, some high volume activity and a reversal. Just don't have that ability at Apex they don't have the old trading platform that I used to, and I've had to deal with trying to figure out where a good point to be at. I got caught today. I got caught in. Let's see where I got caught. I made money coming down on that. I got caught in this right here, and then I was. This is where I almost got back to break even right here. I think I was at 27. I needed the market to go about 27. Then it took off this way, and this is where I got hammered out. So I had an opportunity to take maybe a $500 loss right about here to about $100 loss, and it wasn't good enough. And then it came up through here, and then it zapped me out, I'm pretty sure, somewhere in there. I actually caught this move right here coming down, and I was not good enough to allow myself, okay, it came back to pivot, and I should have stayed away from it. And I got caught on this whole move going up right through there. So that was an 80, like a $2 move. That was a $2 move right there, $2,000 move going against me. So now if I click
Order
the button,
submitted.
say administrators only, I can't put my. So obviously I've been in 12 different ones this year. When you see the 1, 2, that means I've been in 12. So I've bought in 12 times, basically at 80% off about 90% of the time. I think I bought it at 50% the first couple of times. Then I wouldn't buy back in until I saw an 80% discount. Time to do something else for a while. I'll keep track with you guys. I'll update you every so often. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I just know that I'm not trading to my abilities, and some of it has to do with volume right now. To be honest, I use the other trading platform, my CTS platform, had a volume indicator that would help me stay away from bad trading decisions, where I would have blow off volumes and all these other. My spreadsheet actually shows what I'm looking for, right? As far as volume goes, I'm looking for, these kind of volume numbers, and I just don't have figures to help me show where the volume is, and I've not been able to make the volume work for me in NinjaTrader. I'm not a huge fan of NinjaTrader, as those that know me. No, I don't really particularly care for this trading platform. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the studies that it has here. There's just not really any good studies on volume that you can use. I'm combining two different studies in volume to try to show me something. And you can see where it shows here, but that doesn't really help me figure out, is it truly a spike volume or not? And there's just technical indicators aren't really helping me because I don't follow them that much. I probably should take every technical indicator off here and just trade straight price action. Maybe let's keep the Bollinger Bands on and my highway and take everything else with the pivot points. And everything I have on here helps me, but width percent R is not helping me, and the MACD is not helping me, and these volume indicators aren't really helping me stay in a trade or decide if it's a good or a bad setup. It's just not really helping. Fast moving markets. This was a fast moving market when you're looking at it. But honest to goodness, when I say in the very beginning, it's my main problem right now is I just don't have the time to put at this right now to really put at it to I can't figure out which button to push here. There it is. I just don't have the time to put to this like I had in the past. And I know I'm making excuses, but that's the God honest truth right now. I don't. I've been at like I said, I've been at the $1,500 mark profit level at least 3 or 4 times now since September, August. So I should be in. If I would eliminate these god awful trading days right now, I would be all right, because the next trading day that I take on, I'll win $250 or $500 or $1,000, or 800 or 700. I'll win a good amount of money. It's just the problem is that I have these losing days, and thank God that I'm in a simulator right now, and I'm not losing real money at the tick of 2,000 a pop on each time that I go in. So very frustrating period of time in my life. This was a very tough year for me physically and mentally, and my health was on the fritz for a while. Those that had followed me this year know that I had COVID in February, and then it negatively really impacted my diabetes in March, and it took I went on FMLA at work. I had a 6 month leave that I could take, and I took some days. Um, my health was not, even though I look okay, my health was not good. It took 3 months for them to figure out the combination of diabetic medicine to get me back under control. I took 2 shots of that COVID vaccine, and I'm not going to put another shot in my body as long as I live. As far as that goes, I'm just not going to. If I die because of something that happens, it's not because of a shot that I put in my body, because I firmly believe that those 2 shots I took back in in September, that they forced me at work that if you want to keep your job, you have to take these shots. I took the shots, and I firmly believe those shots did not do me any good. Um, that I got my that that's the second time I had COVID twice. The second time I got COVID, I was really sick there for a while. And then when my diabetes went out of whack in March and April, it started when you started seeing my downfall at Apex as well. When I started losing the accounts, is basically my health was going shitty. And you can tell I haven't, I had football, thank God for football, coaching in August through October. That kept me away from trading for the most part, and making money and helping kids, and helping coaching and doing things that I'm good at. That helped. I've lost, my website 123daytrade.com. I haven't updated it for a couple of years now. The only thing I really do is YouTube videos now every so often. I'm not a huge fan of NinjaTrader. Haven't done no training courses off of NinjaTrader other than the very beginning. I show you how I set up my content and my spreadsheets. I haven't charged for anything that I've done in over 2 years now, I guess, ever since I made the move. Um, I just don't. My health has been just not. I'm good now, thank God. Knock on wood. I got myself out of the woodwork, and I started feeling better in late August. Um, I started feeling so. I finally, after like fighting, April and May and June were really bad months for me, and I haven't really talked much about it. But May and June were really bad this year, and I probably shouldn't have traded at all, to be honest. I just don't. And I like Apex Trader Funding. I really like Daryl Martin. I like this company. I wish they had more options other than Ninja. I wish they would operate and get some other trading platforms that you could use, or be able to, I'd love to have CTS back again. Drop and drag feature on this is huge. I don't like. I'm just not a fan of NinjaTrader and this price ladder. I just do not care for this Superdome. It's not very friendly. It's not very user friendly. It's not very trader friendly. It doesn't. I'm sure there's got to be a better way of doing it. I'm like an old dog some ways. I learned something to make it work for me, and I think, okay, that's good enough. I can make this work. But honestly, I just really don't care for the Ninja platform. I think it's lackluster at best. It's missing a lot of stuff that I really like as it relates to CTS, Cunningham Trade Services. That platform that I learned, I like. Um, was it? Uh, there's one that's no longer on the market anymore that Joe Ross recommended years ago that I really loved, and they went out of business. Then I went to Trade Navigator. I like Trade Navigator. I was able to put program, and at one point I had programmed my own formulas, and I had the dude steal my stuff, and I got into a lawsuit and all that kind of bullshit that went with that, and I'm not allowed to name that company and all, so I just keep quiet about it. But I've been in trading for many, many years, and um, the passion's not there as it was when I was a younger man. To be honest, I just don't have the passion that I had when I was younger. But it's something I know I'm good at. So that's why I keep always coming back to it, because I know that this is a skill set that I have that no one can take from me now. If I can control, and that's one of the biggest reasons that I put myself at Top Step and now at Apex, is if I can control the inner demon that lives inside of me, the if I have enough I'm gonna hang myself. That's my biggest fault that I have as a trader, and it relates back to Top Step, and it relates here. It's just something that's never stopped. I do not like hard stops. I do not like um, stop losses. I like to let the market flow, and that allows me to win a lot of days. Problem is that when that loss comes, it allows me to look at this bullshit going on here. Now my mindset's going back to work here. I mean, I'm burned out of dealing. I got to do something else with my life. I've got to find another income source. And what I like about what I'm learning about Medicare is the residual income that you make off of renewals. That as you grow your book of business, it's not like final expense in life insurance that after a certain period of time, your commission stream comes off. Some of them last 7 years, some of them last 10 years renewals, some are 5 years on final expense and whatnot. But Medicare is like, unless you get flipped or the person leaves or dies, you get the renewal income. You 90-80% renewal rate. People like they like having an agent as opposed to a 1-800 and Joe Namath or JJ from Good Times. If you're in that age bracket, you know what I'm talking about, right? Um, Figured I'd talk a little bit longer today because I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated with myself right now. I'm frustrated with Ninja. I'm frustrated with me not being able to. I'm right now. If there was a 5,000 daily loss, I would find a way to hit that. It's not a matter of because like I said, if I have a rope long enough, I'm going to hang myself with it. It doesn't matter what that stop loss is. I'm going to hit it until I can solve that problem in my trading, meaning that I have to not have the fear of loss because of time. That's what I've got to work through. I've got to work on myself, and I know I'm not going to get any better until I take a break and then get my journal out and write some of the shit that's going on inside my head. I've laid out a bunch of stuff today. Being sick definitely caused a lot of issues. I got this finger's numb still, and this half of this finger's numb. I got a pain up through here into my neck. Um, it sucks to getting older, man. 55, I've got to find a better way to make a livelihood. Getting paid as a casino dealer is good money. It's just you don't get holidays. You have all these blackout days. You don't have weekends. I can't take off to see my mom at Christmas, at New Year's. I really don't have the month off that I like in December and January and July. I've got to find a way that fits my personality a little bit better. And I like the people that I work with at work. That's why I decided that I would, I'd work day shift for another guy that I like there. I mean, um, probably go to part time there most likely if they offer it to me. I just don't see myself being there past this year into next year. Uh, I'm going to do something else with my life right now, and most likely it's going to involve some form of insurance, probably Medicare right now is my thought process, that I'm going to transition my way out of one job into another is kind of the goal right now. And then by like mid next year to be able to be full time at whatever that other thing is right now. So, transitioning, not just leaving cold turkey and leaving one for another, just, transition my way, use the money that's coming in on one job to help fund the other, and then get to that part-time going into full-time basis. Um, this isn't working for me, this trading. It works for some people. God bless you if it works for you. You're a lot smarter than me. If I can control the demon that lives inside of me and stop these insane loss days, in a nutshell, I had another loss day. If you're following the video at the very end, I had another I don't want to be a trader anymore thing, and where I lost all of it in one fell swoop. I was up $1,500, and then I decided that's not good enough. Let's go 1,500, 2,500 swing back the other direction. And then you can see what happened to me right here. So I went. Thank God, I'm at 80% discount, so it only cost me 36 bucks. Time related, I was in my 9 trading days again. I've done this on 3 or 4 occasions since September and late August. 80% off each time. You can see this is my 12th time that I've been in this thing right now. So I'm in roughly about 700 bucks this year at Apex. And with affiliate income, I've made a little bit of money, but not anything great. By the way, once again, this is a very good place to be. Apex Trader Funding, that code will get you a 50% discount. It also gives you the 80% discount when they show the 80%, so save that. So whenever you see 80% off at Apex, if you use this TradeCrazeY, it'll actually give you that discount too. So you can get 50% off on normal time and then 80% off when they do those flash sales. So keep that in mind, keep that in your back pocket again, right? Once again, I'm not a huge fan of Ninja, but I like Daryl Martin. I like his company that he's got here at Apex. They've been very friendly and good people to work with. I've been paid as an affiliate. Haven't been paid as a funded trader here because I haven't been able to get past that point to where I'm actually in the money. I did not get in the money this year, and most likely I will not get in the money this year at Apex, so that's kind of disappointing. Uh, I will be in the money as an affiliate. Overall, it was a positive year with me and affiliate income. Inlays to outlays, I'm probably a little ahead at the break even. Um, I was able to buy one thing that me and the vision board, right? So this was my gift to me this year. It's a reader, Kindle reader, paperwhite, $99. So I did buy my this come off the affiliate income. Thank you for anyone that's used that link and code. Thank you. You allowed me to buy something for myself off my vision board there. I would recommend a vision board. So trading has overall nutshell been positive for me. The day trading environment has not. Um, and I can tell you that it's all on one trading day that I'll blow the account. So each one of these 12 times that I had these 1, 2 things, 12 times in a year, whatever, less than a year, I've had one trading day that I've decided to blow the account every time. So every one of these 12 times, I've blown the account with one big losing day. But the good news is that I'm not losing 2,500. I'm losing my pride, I'm losing my humility, I'm losing my sanity, but I'm losing like 36 bucks at a time to 50 some, 46 bucks at a time, either 80 or 7%, 80% off, and I was taking 60% off or 50% off a couple times. I have not bought into Apex unless I saw 80% discount recently each time. So that was each time I was coming in at 80% off last 3 times. I probably my this particular thing is up in December 1st. So I probably won't. I got a 60% discount to stay in that. I probably cancel this one and wait till next year for them to offer up another special before I get back into it again. And it might be January, February for they offer a special. So that's probably what I'll end up doing most likely. I just don't see that I have the time to devote to trading, and I just don't have the desire right now. I just don't have the I haven't enjoyed sitting at the computer for a while, ever since I got sick, and I just have not enjoyed. And I got to get back to that enjoyment. I've got to enjoy trading again. And until I get to that point where I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing as a trader, I like trading, I still like it. I like to make money, don't get me wrong. But I've got to solve this problem. I've got to solve this problem that causes me to lose the account in one trading day. I've read all your guys' comments down below over the years. I just don't have the discipline to believe that I can get the next. There's got to be there's a disconnect, right? There's a disconnect. The brain waves are not working here. There's a reason why I allow myself to do this. It's got to be something up here now. After all these years I've been doing it, I definitely know that there's something up here that's disconnected that allows me to get into the I don't give a fuck mentality mindset that says WTF, balls out, let's lose this account. If I lose it, so be it. There comes a point where the loss is so great that I can't. I mean, at one point today, I saw that I was about 1,000 away from my loss limit, and I said, you know what? I don't care. There was a point, I remember looking at it, and I said, well, if it runs me out, so be it. I'm just going to be done for a while. That was my mindset, and my mindset hasn't been like that for a while. But that's where I am now. That's where my mindset's not right. And until I fix that mindset and get better with myself, I'm not going to get any better as a trader. It's not going to happen, and I've got to work on me right now. So that's where I am. For better or worse, that's where I am right now. All right, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Psychology of trading, psychosis, self-sabotage. That's been my nemesis over the years. Self-sabotage. Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll put you on that next video, and we'll see you then when I put that next video out. Whenever that is. We'll see you soon.